Hey guys, it's Brenda Bobo Sanders, and I am here to do another live video. And one of the things I want to talk about today is our autoimmune disorders. Yes, it's chronic pain, but here's the key. You don't go to ease and nerve. Will ease and nerve help? Yes, but they're going to be like Tylenol or pain medications where they're really not addressing the root issue. So I'm pretty well known for my fibromyalgia and lupus testimonial. For those of you that don't know, I am legally disabled with fibromyalgia, lupus, stenosis, bursitis in my hips, and Raynaud's phenomenon. I started Plexus just to kill a Diet Coke addiction, having no idea the health benefits that were in store for me at the time. Nobody was talking about gut health. Everything was Slim and Accelerator, and Triplex didn't even exist. It wasn't until watching Lori Harrison that I started learning about the gut health. And for those people who do have autoimmune disorders, the key secret is in ProBio 5. So I know we want to go to ease, and I know we want to go to nerve whenever we're talking to someone who lives in chronic pain. But unless they can really afford it, you need to keep your focus on triplex. And this is super easy to remember because Slim is going to help with inflammation, but ProBio 5 is where the magic really happens for the autoimmunes. So we want to, of course, slowly get them up to 4. I would say over a 2-month period. You might have to go slower depending on if they have a lot of die-off issues. If they have autoimmune disorders, they are going to have die-off, and they're probably going to have die-off pretty significantly. I had taken so many meds for so many years. I would have told you I had this super crazy, amazing gut that could handle anything. So I jumped on 4 after watching one of Lori's videos on YouTube. And I was up all night throwing up. I thought I could go right to 4, and that didn't work. So I backed off and I went to 3, and I had crazy die-off symptoms. I developed a yeast infection. I developed a rash. The craziest thing for me, though, were my ear canals itched. I'd never in my life had my ear canals itch. And to this day, I know when I'm going through another round of die-off because my ear canals will start itching. So I've had a lot of surgeries. In the last year and a half, I've had 5 surgeries. It required antibiotics. It required steroids, especially when it came to my face. When I had the double titanium jaw joint replacement, trust me, I followed everything the doctors said to do because it was my face. But I had to take those steroids. I had to take those antibiotics. And we all know if you've been in Plexus for even just a month, hopefully your sponsor has told you what kind of gut destruction steroids and antibiotics can do to us. It is massive. So whenever I got to 4, I stayed there. I have been at 4 ProBio 5 for 3.5 years. I'm still at 4 ProBio 5. When I'm on antibiotics or steroids because of, trust me, I don't get sick anymore. But if it wasn't for surgeries, I probably wouldn't even have done the antibiotics. I just had some dental work done, and they gave me antibiotics, and I didn't even feel it because I'm not taking it because of the destruction it does on my gut. That's my personal call. I'm not telling you to do that. But whenever I was on antibiotics and steroids, I bumped my ProBio 5 up to 6 a day. And the big key with the autoimmunes is to get to 4 slowly and stay there. One of the things, this is a simple Google search, you guys. Google Candida overgrowth symptoms or causes. One of the things Candida overgrowth does is causes inflammation in the joints. By definition, you've basically got fibromyalgia right there. So we want to make sure that we are cleaning out those joints, cleaning out that inflammation. Of course, a lot of us are doing, I do use ease and nerve, but I do those because of my surgeries, not because of my fibro, not because of my lupus. So we want to make sure we've got them on the right product, and we also want to make sure that their water is on point. And this is important because if they are not flushing out that die-off that ProBio 5 is causing, and if they're not getting their water in, if they're not taking their BioCleanse, What happens is you've got all that junk, because Probio 5 is doing its job, and it's floating around in your system. It's not being flushed out. Your body reabsorbs it, and your symptoms actually get worse. So when you've got someone on that killing dose, it is, I mean, water's always vital. Every Plexus ambassador knows you've got to get your water in. But when you're going through that killing dose and you're going through die-off, it is vital. I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. You need to drink water like you're getting paid to drink it. It's that simple. So I do use Ease Cream. I use it from where I had knee surgery this year. Sore muscles, the usual things you would use Ease Cream for. I do use Ease and Nerve, but again, I do those for my jaw surgeries and my knee surgery. Once someone's on triplex and they're on that killing dose, my next recommendation would be Mega X. I've taken Mega X since it came out. So like what? Year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. It was actually at Leaders Retreat, so I guess 2 years ago it came out. I've taken 2 at bedtime with my 4 Probio 5 since it came out. And I was reading, and I can't remember who I read it from. I'd like to give them the credit. But they were talking about taking more than the 2 at bedtime. And so I tried it because I'm still fighting this knee. I think the surgery actually made my knee worse instead of better, to be honest. And let me tell you, it's working. I've upped my Mega X from 2 at bedtime to anywhere from 4 to 6 a day, depending on how cranky my knee is being. So basically, I'm taking 4 to 6 E's a day, excuse me, and 4 to 6 Mega X a day. But that's only because I'm dealing with the knee surgery and the face surgery. Those aren't common. But the magic is going to be Probio 5, getting to that killing dose and staying there for anybody with an autoimmune disorder. Tina just said Probio 5 is key for her MS. I was actually tested for MS during 2013, which was a horrible year. They were testing me for MS because it is a sister disease to fibro and lupus. They suspected I had it. I didn't, I guess. The optic nerve looked beautiful, according to the guy who looked at it. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Never been told my optic nerve was beautiful. Whatever. So that's what I want you to do. If you've got a team, I beg you to please go to your team page and let them know that if they have people with the autoimmunes, fibro, lupus, MS, Lyme, any autoimmune, the secret is triplex. And then once they're good, taking 2 Probio 5 a night, you got to start bumping them up and get to 4 and have them stay at 4. I would even say if someone has a financial reason to not be able to do triplex with an additional bottle of Probio 5, Probio 5 is so important, I would tell them to drop the BioCleanse to get those 2 bottles of Probio 5. So my list of what I take having 2 autoimmune disorders is always triplex, plus an extra bottle of Probio 5, because I stay on the killing dose, Mega X and X Factor. Then maybe some E's to help with additional inflammation. But guys, you don't need E's for inflammation if you're addressing your inflammation with Probio 5. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, any comments, if you know anybody that's on this page that does have autoimmune issues, please feel free to tag them below and let me know if this has helped you at all. If y'all are finding these videos useful, I'll try to do a couple a week, maybe one on product and one on self-growth, team growth type of things, and I'll alternate them. We'll talk about products once a week, and we'll talk about personal growth once a week if that's something y'all are interested in. I really appreciate you all being on this page. We always want to make sure we are a light that shines and has other people drawn towards us. You are a Plexus ambassador, and we are very grateful. I tell my team all the time, if I was able to individually talk to every single person on the planet to tell them what Plexus has done for me and could do for them, I would. But of course I can't. And so we need our teams. We've got to get the word out. There are people sitting in recliners eating copious amounts of painkillers every single day. And I know because I was one of them. One of my favorite things to say is, Jen Hawkins is my fourth upline. I love me some Jen. Hard. When Jen joined Plexus, she didn't know. She knew someone who went, her sister went to high school with this girl that's sitting in a recliner eating painkillers. And that's how I accidentally ended up on these products. I wasn't even, my sponsor and I weren't even, somehow we got on each other's Facebooks. I didn't even graduate with her sister. I think her sister's either a year above or below me, but somehow God got everything lined up. And when Jen started, she did not know that Celeste was going to join, and then Suzanne was going to join, and then Megan would join Suzanne, and Megan happened to know on Facebook this crazy chick named Brenda who just wanted to kill a Diet Coke addiction. So you don't know what you don't know. You need to go out and share eagerly. I live my life very wide open, much to my mother's dismay sometimes, I think. But not everybody does. And so you could have friends that are suffering in silence. And they're not going to know that you have something that could help them if you don't eagerly and anxiously share this with them. That's it. It's so easy. So as one of those people that used to live in chronic pain, and now I don't, I stored my canes, I donated my walker, and I sold my wheelchair. And in fact, I had to have knee surgery from doing squats and running. Who would have ever thought? They need what you have. So please, I'm giving you permission. Go out, find those people, even ask your friends, do you know anybody with fibro or lupus or anybody that deals with chronic pain? Those are my favorite stories. I've got entire teams that I know of that have been built off my original testimonial. People in pain want what you have. So go and share it. And let me know if you want to keep doing these videos every week. We'll try to do a product and a personal growth one every single week. Hold on. I was about to sign off, but a big paragraph came up. Okay. So, Linda, on okay, first of all, sugar cravings, classic sign of Candida overgrowth. And the reason is super simple. Candida thrives on sugars and carbs. So if he's on ProBio 5 and he's killing off that Candida, then it's going to fight back because you're literally killing off a living organism and it's going to fight to survive. So to do that, it's going to make him crave carbs and sugars because that's going to feed it. So sometimes I find it helps people deal with their cravings when they understand the biology behind those cravings. When I know I'm craving carbs and sugars, my first thought is, not today, Candida. I know what you're doing. Get behind me, devil. It's not happening. So you've got to get him back up to that killing dose to kill his sugar cravings. And also, fatigue is another classic sign of die-off. So you've got to drink water like you're getting paid to drink it. I just refilled an entire bottle, and all I was doing was sitting down here about to talk to you guys. And I just knocked it over. Drink water, drink water, drink water. Flush that system out. Get to 4 ProBio 5. Stay there. If he is able to take Edge, I would recommend it. It helps with that energy boost, especially when you're fighting fatigue. But I think sometimes just knowing, you know what, these cravings and this fatigue, I'm killing off Candida. Like, it's trying to trick me to feed it. And sometimes just the psychology of it is all you need to push through. I tell everybody, as long as you can push through your die-off, the other side is magical. And here's the thing. Because of the way our food industry prepares our foods, if you eat meats from restaurants or grocery stores, you are constantly putting more antibiotics and steroids into your body. So Candida overgrowth is not something that you kill once and you're done. It comes back. We literally feed it to ourselves. If you shop at the grocery store, if you go out to eat, we just ate out at Sunday at Logan's Steakhouse. That's meat. It's in our eggs. I mean, not my eggs because I buy expensive eggs, but you have to be very mindful, and not everybody has access to 100% organic beef or can afford 100% organic beef. I don't buy it. I just take my ProBio 5. Everybody's going to have dental work that might require them to be on antibiotics, or surgery like I did. And I had 5 surgeries in 14 months. So guys, I was on some antibiotics for a long time. I actually ended up gaining like 15 pounds back in the last year and a half. My last surgery was March. In fact, I'm not going to keep talking, but just so you guys know, I had detached retina in December. I had knee surgery in February, but my body, with 2 autoimmune disorders, my body healed so quickly from my detached retina surgery that it formed a cataract, and I had to have that removed in March, which was a horrible surgery. So I am just now to the other side of die-off. The weight's coming off again. This is a lifetime commitment. People are like, are you really going to take Plexus for the rest of your life? And I'm like, are you really going to take high blood pressure pills for the rest of your life? Are you really going to drink coffee every morning for the rest of your life? Yes, I am taking Plexus for life. This is a battle you're going to have to be over and over. I don't know how do you pronounce your name, Laura? Edge for energy. Edge, we can actually, I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing, so let me read it off of this pamphlet so that I don't have it on me. Edge, we can actually make medical claims for. So we can actually claim improved energy, improved mood, cognitive retention. Guys, do you know how huge that is? Cognitive retention. We can make, the FDA allows us to make those medical claims. So yeah, I'm sorry nobody told you about Edge, but yes, Edge for energy. And it's so safe that my epileptic son takes it every single day before school. Him and my daughter who has Asperger's, they take Slim, X Factor, Edge every day before they go to school. So it's safe enough for my son who has epilepsy. It was approved by his pediatric neurologist. As an interesting side note, he no longer sees a pediatric endocrinologist or his child development specialist for ADD. Endocrinology was monitoring his growth rate. And when I started him on Plexus, he went from 10, so I guess he was, how old is he now? Oh my gosh, he's 16. So he was 14, and he had been in the 10th percentile for 14 years. And in 6 months on Triplex plus X Factor, he jumped to the 25th percentile. And so the pediatric endocrinologist was like, I don't need to see him anymore. And then we were able to get him off of Concerta for ADD. So, and my kids have not had a sick day in 3 years. And there's something now. Oh, my daughter who has Asperger's, ProBio 5 totally changed our lives. Do a Google search for Asperger's plus Candida overgrowth. Like y'all need to realize how horrible Candida actually is. It's horrible. So yes, it is that safe. And now he has 2 of his doctors are no longer his doctors because he has, oh, and we haven't had seasonal allergies. That's what I was going to tell you. My kids no longer have seasonal allergies. I don't have seasonal allergies. I actually just did a post on my personal page where I mentioned it. And guys, if y'all are like me, everybody's blowing up my news feed talking about their seasonal allergies, and I'm over here going, ProBio 5 is cheaper than Sudafed or Claritin. But, you know, all we can do is keep shouting and hope people start listening. It's so nice not to suffer from any of that. It's amazing. So I'm going to wrap this up. I ended up talking more than I really intended to. Any questions, drop them below. If you want me to do a specific training video on something about the comp plan or something about one of the products, drop it below. Otherwise, I'll just start making things up. I did want to tell you guys that I finished reading The Compound Effect, which is amazing. If you are wanting to work this business or improve your life, the compound effect really has nothing to do specifically with network marketing. But it will help you. But straight across the board on your life, the compound effect is amazing. And I just started this book. This one, there we go, is a little different because this girl actually writes this book about network marketing. And if it was so easy, which it is, and she says this is an easy job, why is it there aren't more 6 to 7 figure earners in network marketing? And so I'm super excited to read this. Plus, she has a great voice. So we can do a book club if you guys want. Just tell me what you want, and we'll make it happen. All right. Stay freaky, my darlings. I'll talk to you later. Bye.